Hello, I've been thinking about how we could use the Wiki tool for students, how they could have their own wiki to have a set of integrated notes or content which they could create on Connect, which they could share with teachers or even classmates. So I'm going to log in, I'm going to my own space within Connect. Imagine a student's logged in and they're on their own profile page and they want to create their own digital exercise book. How could we do this? So I'm going to go to add stuff and I'm going to go to resources, and I'm going to add a wiki. So just to be clear, a wiki is a web page or a web document that can have multiple authors. In this case it will be the student themselves who are using it as an exercise book, and a teacher or even classmates who could view, edit or even correct the content that's on there. So we're going to use it as an individual drafting writing tool which could then be shared with other people throughout the school community. So I'm going to call it my digital exercise book. We could call it something else like an online portfolio. And anything you create in Connect, it's really important that you set permissions properly. This is the thing that we need to get right. This is the thing that stops people from seeing what we need to see. So it may or may not be appropriate for everyone to view everything that's on there. But certainly when you create it, you'll need to share it with a student, will need to share it with their teacher. I'm quite happy for other people to see this as a reference example to view. If I want other colleagues to be able to type in it or participate, I could choose that permission and I'll say to take part. I don't want people to change the wiki, but I want people to type into it. I'm going to create that. And once we've done that, we'll save our wiki. We can't see it, so we're going to have to go back to our resource list and make sure that other people who view the page can see our wiki. There we are. So I've just created a wiki called my digital exercise book. On there, there's no content there, there's no structure there. It's just like an empty book. So the first thing I'm going to do is start adding content. So imagine I'm a student, I've got all my different classes, I've got my timetable. I'm going to start adding content. Here's my editing screen. It looks just like a Word document. It looks like other parts of Connect for adding content cell. So imagine I'm a student. I've got art. I need to get this right. Let's say I've got English. I've got humanities. Let's have one for information technology. Maths, science, physical education, and so on. Apologies if I've missed anyone out. Oh, yeah, let's put Portuguese. Okay, we've got the main ones on there. What we need to do, so we're going to create a brand new page within our wiki that's going to be all about art, is we're going to insert a wiki link to a brand new article. And we're going to save that. I'm going to do this for each of my subjects. So the sort of thing that a student could do at the beginning of the year in their technology class. This will take about a minute. But what's important is what you see when we finish making this. I'm going to save it as it is. We'll do the rest later. So you see the green text, clickable links. This is going to link to empty pages. Nothing on there, so I can add a page. Now within that we'll create an article where we've got our different topics for the year. So imagine I'm a grade 6 student and doing 2 main IT projects in the year. So I'm going to have one on e-safety presentations and one on numerical modelling. Same process, make a wiki link, make a new article. So what we're basically doing is we're creating structure. So what we've got, the students got a series of pages which they're creating themselves. I know students can do this because we have some experience of students in grade 6 and grade 7 using the Wiki tool to keep a process journal about what they've been doing in their class. Now what the good thing about this is, if we go back to the main article, the student effectively has got one place and they can start building connections between different parts of their school life. And they could link from one to the other, or even use this as a place to keep details about an IDU. So we've got an art page, that's all there within one place. Let's go back to the main article. Where is it? There we are, my digital exercise book. So later on we start adding content. We could add videos, we could add files, we can add text, writing, can use it for reflective writing, for building up notes, whatever it is that you can do in an exercise book. Where it is appropriate, you can make digital versions for an online portfolio. Now one thing that's useful for teachers is that a teacher could go in to one of the pages and could start annotating it, and that could be color coded. So what they're doing in primary is they are color coding the corrected text. Here is a teacher annotation. You could color code it. So you may say, for example, that the text should be red. And that will appear in the page. So when a student does some work, some content, you could respond to it either as a comment or as an annotation within the wiki page itself.